Okay, who wants to come up here and explain? Sophie. Come on, you're on candid camera right here. You didn't do it right? Oh, I thought you did. And Claire. Oh. The corner's going. Let's go. We'll move this to the back since that's the right answer. Yeah. Yep. It's an integral, so this should be an easy little problem. You have to talk.
Oh, okay, so I am doing the antiderivative. So, 1/3, 3, 2, 3/3 minus 2, and then that cancels. And then I plugged in x, and I plugged in 2, and then I got that.
Okay. Excellent.
So, first, okay, so first I like to move the dx over, so it just like helps me think. So I made it 1 over 2x plus 1 times dx.
That's a good idea.
And then I made 2x plus 1 u, so let me do that. So u equals 2x plus what? Don't judge.
Not yet.
Okay. So then I made it 1/2 times, not times, wow, that's really sad. Don't let anyone see that. I'm really sad that was recording. Alright. And then the u of 2 and u of 1 times 1 over u, not times, every time, du. And then, so it's just 1/2 times ln of u. And that's 5 and 3. And then it's just 1/2 ln of 5. Minus ln 3. And then if one of them was negative, it would have made it the opposite sign.
Okay. Okay. Anybody have a question?
Okay. So, the first thing I want to do is it wants you to do substitution. So you can say u equals sine of 2x. And then the derivative of that, since it's a chain rule, you have to take the derivative of this, which is cosine of 2x, multiplied by the derivative of 2x, which is 2.
Chain rule. Right?
Yes. And then you get 1/2 to u equals cosine 2x dx. So the integral would be u of pi over 2, u of pi over 6 to u of pi over 2 of, and the cosine 2x dx cancels out with this, so you would have 1/2 sine of 2x to the 5th, which is just e to the 5th, du. And then this is sine of pi over here, and this is sine of pi over 6 times 2, which is sine of pi over 3 equals root 3 over 2. So this is integral of root 3 over 2 to 0 of 1/2 u to 5 du.
Okay. Did you get your question answered?
I thought that sine of 2x is really identity.
It is.
So can you just ignore that?
Well, I mean, you can always choose not to replace it with what it's equal to. Sine of 2x is equal to what? 2 sine of x cosine of x? Do you want to take the derivative of that, or do you want to just use that? I mean, you're going to have to use the product rule. I don't think it was worth it, because it was an easy chain rule like Mary Grace did. So it should have worked either way. Okay? Any other questions on that one? All right, let's do the next one.
Four. So the width size was 4, and the it's gonna have 0 and 2. The base is gonna be 1/2. And
Change
then
an X. Okay. Change an X.
And then since it's on the right interval, the like furthest right point is gonna be 2, and then 1/2.
So Megan, you didn't draw a graph.
No.
Okay. And that would have hung some of you up. It would have hung me up. It hung me up for a minute because I thought, oh, I don't know if I know how to graph that, but we know how to graph 9px. It's just like easy x, except a little steeper. Okay. But you don't really need the graph. You all see where she's getting her points there, right? Okay.
Why don't you have to multiply the inside 2 by 2?
That's trapezoid.
Yeah.
It's only trapezoid.
Sorry. Yes, just on trapezoid. Okay, right, left, and midpoint are rectangles, remember?
Right, I was just, if I haven't remembered.
Yeah, okay.
That's gonna end up being 9 squared plus 9. So then we can write like 3 halves. Plus 9 first plus 9 to the 1/2.
Now, does everybody know why she did the 3 halves and the 1/2 instead of the 0.5 and 1.5? I guess you're going to have to do a power and root. Okay, good job.
So it's going to be 81. And it's going to be, I think it's radical 9 cubed, which is 3 cubes, which is 27. Plus 9 plus the square root of 9, which is 3. When you add all that up, that's 90 and that's 30, so you get 120.
Yes,
120, 60.
Okay, but honest. Okay, so how do you find position function? Integral of the velocity. Good. Okay, which is sine 2t, right? Okay, we don't have any limits, right? It's just the antiderivative. All right. How do we do that? All right. U is 2t, so du is 2 dt, 1/2 du equals dt, right? So this is 1/2 sine of u du. So my integration antiderivative is what? 1/2 negative cosine of, right, we might as well put our 2t in right now. Okay, plus c. I should have done that instead of my bracket here. All right, so you got to there. All right, and the c really doesn't need to be multiplied. So position function, should we call it s of t, equals negative 1/2 cosine of 2t plus c. Did you lose anybody? No. Okay. How many got to this point? All right. Okay. Let's see. Particle is is when x is 4, so f of 4 equals, sorry. When t equals 0, sorry. 0 equals 4, right? You gotta plug in the 0 here. So what's the cosine of 0? 1. Let's see, equals 4. Okay, there's -1/2. C equals 4.5. Okay, so really S of t equals -1/2 cosine of 2t plus 4.5. All right, now we want to know when t equals pi/2. Position of the particle when t equals pi/2. So now what do? pi/2, -1/2. What's cosine? What's 2 times pi/2? Pi. Isn't that nice? What's the cosine pi? What? -1. So -1 times -1/2. I'm running out of space here is 1/2 plus 4.5 is your 5. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's a different way you can do that.
I just subbed in the U. Or I subbed in the T and the U in the beginning, so that was not the position that we had. Or I found it different.
Interval from 0 to pi/2.
You can do that. Okay, hold up. That's worth discussing. Okay, so if you're going to do S of t equals, you're talking about 4 plus 0 to pi/2 of sine of 2t, basically, right? That's what you all did. Right, because you started with 4 at time 0, and then you added what you accumulated between time 0 and time pi/2. So totally would be the same answer. I'm not going to work it out, but that's good. That's why I was going to bring that up with that number.
So since it's saying quantum derivative or the antiderivative, you have to plug in the x in that equation. But since it's not just x by itself, you have to do like the chain rule and multiply it by the derivative. That's what we want to do. We'll do that. And then that would simplify that.
Where did the 2 come from?
I'm just like, I think that
You're gonna do more than just point, right?
You can draw lines.
You draw lines too. Okay.
Okay, so it's basically saying that this is like your derivative and this is the antiderivative of this. So you would just, write out the equation and you would plug in the 2 and the 1. I'm going to go into so many troubles.
Then you could plug it,
And so that's basically.
and then you have to plug that in.
So it's like you've already done this stuff. Yeah.
So they just like to trick you in this specific.
They do like to word things, and then you would plug that in because it's a calculate. All right, so how do I know this is a integral problem, ladies? There's one word that tells me I'm going to find probability. The rate is given to us. Okay? That means I'm going to find the total population accumulation. Any accumulation is going to be an integral. Okay? 2,000 e to the 0.223t. Now, we're going from time 0 to time 3, and And where does that 1,500 come in? It starts at 1,500, so we should add it to that. Well, it's never going to include it. It starts and then it accumulates from time 0 to 3. Think about it. It's never going to include what it starts at. So, did you get anywhere with your problem, Jessica, doing it that way?
Yeah.
Okay. She was going to do the... I should have cleared. All right. Okay. It's kind of hard to explain, isn't it?
You know that 0, 6 f of x equals -9, and then, I'm sorry, this is really bad. 3 to 6 equals 5. So if you want to find the 0 to 3,
Wait, where do we get 3 to 6?
it's right there.
Oh my gosh, I almost thought huge piece.
It's a big piece. It's kind of cluttered.
Okay.
Okay. And if you want to find 0 to 3, it's, it's all inside my head. Okay.
I got it.
-9. What do you
Subtract.
Alright, it's 14.
Because
It's yeah.
you take 0 to 6 and you subtract 3 to 6, you have 0 to 3 left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
So what is the -14 again?
It's 0 to 3.
Okay.
That's next.
Okay. So you might want to write that just to follow through. Okay. Okay.
If you find 0 to 3 of g of x, it's already right there. But you just flip it because this is upside down. So 0 to 3 of g of x is just 7. So then when you put all these in, you get 1/2 of f of x, which is -14, which is -7, minus 3 times 7, which is 21, -28.
Great job, son.